Hi, so my presentation is going to be about activities for producing the schwa sound with Turkish learners. The reason I've chosen to do this is because during my time teaching, I've noticed that Turkish students have problems using the schwa in isolated forms in words, especially with ER endings. So, for example, like mother, they come out with mother, and also in sentence stress. Gerard Kelly has also said that Turkish students have problems producing the schwa sound as it doesn't exist in the Turkish language. And through extra background reading, I came across a paper by Mehmet Demirzam, and he said that the Turkish, obviously, because they don't have it in their language, the sound is not audibly heard, because of course it attracts a weak stress. So it's not, we use it in weak stress areas. So therefore, they are unable to hear it. What the first thing I would do for my students is a noticing activity in a sentence. The sentence would be here. The universe has elephants and horses. And obviously, the sentence doesn't really make sense, but on the board, it'll be written on the board. And this sentence has the sounds, the monotongues, which I would like the students to notice. So I'll start by saying it slowly. So the elephant has elephants and horses. And then obviously quicker, the elephant has elephants and horses. So I want the students then to first of all in this activity to tell me how many vowel sounds they hear. And hopefully through eliciting, they'll come up with 12. And then we'll underline them on the board, which I have done here. And then through that, I'll let the students then to tell me what sounds they actually hear in this. And the students I have from previous teachers have not learned the pronunciation chart before. So right now it's just about recognizing sounds and not about phonetic chart yet. So I'll just introduce this box on the board, these 4 boxes. And then hopefully through the sounds, we'd realize that the sounds, that the monotongues that they hear are the schwa, the longer one, there's and then the or. So after putting these sounds on the board in these boxes, and then it's about producing the sounds. Now, obviously, again, the noticing task would be with these sounds, especially these monotongues, the mouth position changes, and so does the tongue position. I'd like the students to notice that. So, for example, we start with the sound. I'll notice that their mouth is tighter and their tongue is towards the front of their mouth. So, And as they go along the line with the and or, I've noticed how their mouth changes. So from to or, it goes from a tight to a soft, round position, or. And also how the tongue changes as well. So is behind the bottom teeth, and then or is now further back in the mouth. And to especially elicit the schwa sound, I would call it a Friday afternoon sound. So it's a sound I got this from Adrian Underhill, actually, a sound which is like a Friday afternoon sound, but you're just sort of lackadaisical with it. So it's like you put your shoulders down and it's just So there's actually no work happening at all. There's no, like with the sound has to be tight, with the or sound has to be tight, with the has to be longer as well. So I like to show them this sound, this sound. So hopefully then they will produce this sound. Moving on from this, I would now like students to start producing the schwa sound. So to produce this schwa sound, I've come up with a few sentences here, 5 sentences. And these sentences all are about sentence stress. So for example, it takes a lot of time is one sentence. So then the students would find the unstressed sound, which is obviously be us focusing on content words and just function words, so the content words. So obviously then, it was the students hopefully come up with this answer here, so you see. So it takes a lot of time. So now we see the unstressed schwa. This is obviously the issue which they would have. So then we'll go down through all these sentences. The students would first do them alone, and then we would go to it together. And to provide extra support, we'd go back to the phonetic sound activity here, and we could start producing the sounds again, and hopefully then write some more sentences on the board. So my evaluation of this is that I believe that I don't think this activity will work straight away because obviously this sound doesn't exist in Turkish. So obviously you require more practice, especially in uses in utterances. However, I think probably if I had to do a follow-up activity to this, it would be using the schwa sound in isolated sentences. So, for example, like with mother, doctor, measure, and protect, to show how the word works in isolation, not just in unstressed intonation patterns. So that's my video. Thank you.